Hey guys, so today I am taking you with me non-revving because I'm in Atlanta right now and I'm going back to Texas to work. So I wanted to take you guys with me so you can see what it's like to non-rev for those of you who have never done it before. It is hiring season right now, so I know a lot of you may be curious about like different processes that come along with being a flight attendant and traveling and having flight benefits. So like the first step to non-revving is you have to first list for a flight. It's going to be different depending on what airline you end up going to, who you have benefits with, and who you're non-revving with that day. It's a pretty straightforward process. You just simply log into whatever back office you have for that airline, and then find your flight. You would book it like you, almost exactly like you would book a normal flight on any other travel website, except at the end of it, if you're traveling domestically, and again, this is based on what airline you're working for, you most likely are not going to have to pay a penny for it. So very convenient. One thing I will say, if you are flying on an airline like I'm gonna say pay attention in training and stuff like that when they tell you how like upgrades and things like that work, because you can fly first class for free depending on who you have flight benefits with and what airline you're with. Like the airline that I will be flying with today, they do free upgrades for their non-revvers, as long as, you know, they have space for it. If they have an open first class seat, they'll give it to you. So with the airline that I'm flying today, the way our flight benefits are set up, if you want that to happen, you have to make sure that when you are listing or booking your non-rev standby ticket or whatever, that you put the highest available class. So like if first class is the highest available, put that, because if they have a first class seat available, they'll give it to you. And if they don't, they'll just put you in whatever seat they have available. If they have, if like it's something like a super premium like Delta One, or I don't know what Uniteds and Americans are called, but yeah, if it's that type of thing is available, put that, because unless they charge you for it, because not all airlines do it for free. The airline that I'm flying with today does do it for free, so I always put the highest class available. Some airlines charge a small fee. It's usually like $10 or $15. I think the most I've seen is like $100, but I think that's for like international. But even still, the airline that I'm flying with today doesn't charge for the upgraded seats, so I always put the highest seat available, and I have gotten first class many times that way and didn't have to pay a dime for it. So that's very convenient. But yes, I'm going to take you guys along with me for the process. Hopefully this goes very simple and very straightforward, because I am trying to get back to Texas kind of early, because y'all see these nails? So yeah, honestly I was going to go and get a fill, but I think I'm going to take them off altogether, because this one broke, but it broke so easy. Like I didn't even notice it was broken, and it kind of like my nails underneath are kind of like, it looks to me like they're coming up. I just don't feel like they're on good. Like I think they might have been on good at some point. I don't know if that's my nail because of the way they grow pulling off of it or what, but I'm gonna just take them off for right now and get a fresh set whenever I go get a fresh set. So yeah, but I do want to have this done with before I go back to work. Also, I need to figure out what I'm about to do to my hair. So yeah, I will take you guys when we are in the airport. Right now, we are kind of just sitting in traffic. to the house. I'm in Texas now. I'm still in my uniform, haven't even changed out of it yet, but I did just want to go ahead and walk you through the process, because I realized that I did not, like while I vlogged the process, I wasn't exactly talking to the camera because I didn't want to be vlogging in the airport like that. Even though I do it, I don't know. It feels better to vlog in public places when I'm stationary versus when I'm walking around, because I don't know, I get self-conscious. Like, are people looking at me thinking I'm weird? But people, they're probably not. They're probably minding their own business, but still. Anyway, so the non-rev process is pretty simple. Well, it was straightforward today. I guess it's always straightforward. It's just a matter of whether or not you make the flight. So you can find out whether or not you're gonna make it by checking the numbers. I will show you guys how to check the numbers. Originally, I was not going to show you what it looked like in the back office while looking at, you know, booking the flight and seeing how it goes, but I guess I kind of can't really demonstrate properly what's going on without telling you. So once you enter in where you're going and when, and if it's round trip or if it's a one-way, then you go ahead from there, and it's gonna bring up a list of flights going out that day. You're gonna look at the time, see which one matches you, but also you're gonna have to look at how many seats are available compared to how many non-revs are on the list. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that too. Once you see like how many are on the list at that current time, I would use that as a baseline. So you know, like, this is around about how many seats are gonna be available, and that doesn't mean that's how many seats are going to be available when you get there, because there have been flights that I have listed on or like booked, and I get to the gate and people are still adding themselves to the list at the gate, because once again, like, the procedure for non-revving is different across the board for different airlines. So different airlines have different rules. Some airlines you can't list or check in after 30 minutes prior. Some of them you can do it right there on the spot. Like, it just depends on who you're flying and what's going on. So yeah, today I did end up in seat 20F. Was not first class. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it based on like how many seats were available there, but I did get a window seat, which I love. I guess to walk you through the process from start to finish, after you book the flight, you check in, you get to the gate, you wait to see if you get a seat. And then if you get a seat, you simply scan your ticket. It's very, I don't even know how else to describe it. It's very straightforward, guys. It's pretty easy as long as, you know, it's not like a holiday or a weekend or anything like that where it's gonna be a lot of people, because the more paid passengers are on board, the less seats available for you. Also, I tend to non-rev in my uniform just because I can use KCM. Everybody that can non-rev cannot use KCM, because I think KCM is only for like flight attendants and pilots, it's only for crew members. But I can like go through KCM in regular clothes. It's just that if I have like liquids in my bag or something like that, that I wouldn't be able to get through in uniform. That I would be able to get through in uniform, I won't be able to get that through if I was in regular clothes. So if I try to go through KCM in jeans and a t-shirt and I have a big old bottle of shampoo or coconut milk, they did throw away my coconut milk one time because I got randomly selected for search. And they were like, hey, you're in regular clothes, so you can't bring this through, so they had to throw it away. But if I get randomly selected to be searched and I have on my uniform, the liquid laws don't apply to me, so I can bring that on through. So yeah, that's why I tend to non-rev in uniform, but only if I have liquids on me that, you know, I feel like will hinder the process. Also, you, when you're non-revving in regular clothes, you do have to show an additional form of ID. So yeah, that's all the things that I can think of right now to tell you about the non-rev process. It is pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, y'all see I done broke another one? Raggedy. That's why they coming off.